Are we in the right place?
Supposedly.
Good evening, friends. You're right on time. Come on in.
Mission Control, we have issues.
Warning, the content on this album contains material that may not be suitable for sensitive, politically correct, whiny, bleeding heart sissies. If you are offended by anything that you just heard, you shouldn't have listened to it.
Stars like dust, they scatter wide across the dark where futures hide. Our home, where do you run? We chase the echoes, bringing us home. The alien ships, they burn so bright. I took the sun from our sky, left us to wander in endless night, with a tear in every eye. Stars like dust, they scatter wide across the dark where futures hide. The old one spoke of a star-road path, a journey long and grim, to reclaim what was lost to their wrath and sing our ancient hymn. Stars like dust, they scatter wide across the dark where futures hide. Our home, where do you roam? We chase the echoes, bringing us home. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
And we need immigrants in this country. Forget the fact that the farm, that our vegetables would rot in the ground if it weren't if they weren't being picked by many immigrants, many illegal immigrants.
The idea that Donald Trump wants to bring iPhone manufacturing here is insane, because how many people are going to want to do a job, screwing little screws into an iPhone? We don't have the people to do it because we do have pretty low unemployment in this country. And now we're deporting every immigrant that could possibly work at that place. Remember the whole eating the dogs and cats in Columbus, Ohio thing? Why were there so many Haitians in Columbus, Ohio? Because they were needed for work in manufacturing, because they needed the employees there.
And as they have decided to go after immigrants and things like that, and they've said, oh, they taking your black jobs.
Man, you don't understand. As a black person, you should join the fight against ICE. You should hop in the fight against ICE, man, because they coming for you. This is a fight for you, too. This is a fight for you, too. Where's the fight for her? Huh? Where's the fight for her? Where the fight for her? No fight at all? Where the fight? Where the fight for her? Where the fight? Come on, man. Where the fight? Please tell me. Where's the fight? Huh? What am I supposed to be? Y'all not fighting for them. You ain't fighting for her. You ain't fighting for her. You ain't fighting for none of them. Nope. You ain't fighting for them. Nope. Not. But you want me to defend these horrible individuals right here. Just defend them. Defend these individuals. Child abusers, drug traffickers, sex traffickers. I mean, come on, bro. Because y'all really trying to have another George Floyd situation. That's why y'all want us out there so bad. So that one of them ICE officers could off one of us. But what's crazy is y'all not even worried about the ones that's getting murdered by the very people y'all defending. So y'all really don't care about us. Y'all never did. You just want us to be another one of your mascots for another one of your wicked, foolish, crazy, demonic agendas. And we not gonna be, we ain't fooling with that no more. God bless America. God bless the earth. God bless Donald Trump. And hey, God bless my enemies. Love y'all too.
I haven't talked about it. We haven't done a podcast since that guy got killed. But that whole thing, there's a lot of people that don't understand what's going on, and why riots only in Minneapolis, and why riots in the place where there's an ungodly amount of fraud that has been discovered.
Coincidentally, right around the same time.
Exactly. Like instantaneously afterwards, the narrative completely changes. Everybody forgets about the fraud. Now all anybody cares about is ICE and fascists and Nazis.
Yeah.
And it's there's a, you know what a color revolution is?
Of course.
And for people that don't, it's a coordinated effort to cause chaos. And this is a very coordinated thing. The idea that this is an organic protest, these riots organic, is nonsense. It's provably nonsense because now they have access to the Signal chats. So they know that these...
I went to the largest anti-ICE protest in New York City, and it ended up with paid protesters following me home.
Quarter-mile out of the protest now, and she's still following us.
We exposed a professional protester who has attended over 50 protests, been arrested multiple times, and has ties to a U.S. senator.
Laura Ingraham is in the streets, and she's going around asking people, ICE protests, do you have a job? Why don't you go do a job? Have a job. And look what one person says when she asked them the question, do you have a job? Watch this.
Shame! Shame!
Do you have a job? Do you have a job?
Shame! Shame! I'm getting paid right now! Shame! Shame!
Yeah.
His name is Neville Roy Singham. He works with the Beijing government. He is funneling millions of dollars into the United States of America through 501s like Party for Socialism and Liberation, Democratic Socialists of America, Minnesota Immigration Rights Action Committee. There he is, okay? Connecticut-born, 71 years old, billionaire tech guy. He is funneling money here to these radical organizations who are then agitating professional people, communists mostly, because Singham's a communist, all right, to go in and foster rebellion. You heard that story reported? That is absolutely true. The man has been investigated by the FBI in the past, this Singham character, okay? This isn't some organic thing. This is a foreign power, Beijing.
You're a complete fake journalist.
Okay. Did you or did you not get $20 million from Roy Neville Singham to protest? Did you or did you not get $20 million from Roy Neville Singham? You can't deny it.
Meet Layan Fulihan. She's a paid protester. Her base salary is $70,000 with an additional compensation of $8,649. So who is this woman getting paid $80K a year to protest? Layan is a Columbia alum with a Palestinian background. She holds a full-time staff position as an educator at the People's Forum as she protests all around New York City. Here she is alongside Taher, another paid protesting leader that we've exposed. Roy Neville Singham pays Layan to travel. That's why you see her speaking in Washington, D.C. at another protest. None of this is grassroots. Know that.
This incident is it's being used as a catalyst to now say they're the Gestapo, just like they were trying to do with Renee. They're the Gestapo. They're here to be the jackbooted thugs of the Trump administration. That's being used now as the new rallying cry and catalyst for and it's post hoc justification. That's what makes me so angry about it. Is it's so like, no. You're out here doing all of this long before anybody was getting shot by ICE, okay? Just long before there was any supposed abuses by ICE. It seems like what they do is they set up the reactions, right? They set up the conditions, maximize the conditions for horrible actions to happen. And then when they do, they use those as the justification for why they were ever out there in the first place. And it's like, what's going on here? That's what bothers me.
Right.
This afternoon, a mother says she just wants answers after her special needs son is found wandering miles away from his school when he was supposed to be in class.
I don't feel safe. I'm just scared to go back. There's something could happen that same day again.
11-year-old Richard Harley says he doesn't want to go back to class after he was found wandering, scared and alone, miles away from school grounds following a student-led walkout protesting ICE.
They were supposed to stay on 72, by the school, but they did the exact opposite. It went just way more farther, and no one even knew how far they were going.
So you kind of got
I was like the last one, so I was all alone.
The incident happened Tuesday morning at Dundee Middle School in the far northwest suburb where the 6th grader is a student.
What's going on?
His mother says she was not notified about the walkout, and because her son has special needs and an individualized education program, or IEP, takes issue with him being allowed to leave campus without supervision or parental authorization.
Why didn't I get, a notification that he was tardy?
Middle School was fired because she encouraged students to participate in ICE-related off-campus activities without prior consultation with parents. After learning about the situation, the mother of one of the students clearly expressed her opposition to her child's participation in any form of off-campus protest. However, the school authorities later expelled the student on the grounds of leaving school in violation of regulations. As the incident was exposed, more and more parents began to speak out. It turned out that the principal had clearly conveyed to the students that if they did not act under the unified command of the school, they would face the risk of being expelled. This statement soon caused a tense atmosphere on campus, and many students were forced to express their opinions under pressure. Under the pressure of public opinion, the school district focused on reviewing the principal's decision-making approach throughout the incident and whether he abused his management power.
Glad accountability is happening right here, because that needed to happen, and I hope that more staff is held accountable. But at least the principal's gone. How dare they try and put the students in a situation, if you don't do this, you might get expelled.
Welcome to Clown World, folks, where left is right, right is wrong, and the useful idiots pretend to forget the English language and the definitions of words. So buckle up, because life is cruel to the ignorant, and stupid can be painful.
Good boy. Papa told me to be brave. Teacher told me, listen to myself. What do they know? Are you some kind of slave? Gas my head up, got me running to my wits' end. Who am I supposed to believe? I remember that my God loves me and He got your attention span down to single digits, man. Reddit got you heading for a white room with some padding, while the blue sky's turning purple from bloodstained self-delete circles, and you're only out supposedly marked X for the amount of bigotry. But lo and behold, it's illegitimate, labeled by the people that would like you to forget that facts do exist as a matter of reality. They call you a racist while berating your caucasity. They say if you're black you have to vote Democrat. Don't know what you're thinking, but to me that's a trap, cause truth is not a crutch but a mad cage lion. So just let it loose and there won't be no denying. Life ain't easy when you make things complicated for yourself. Just try to take it slow, try to think past your next dopamine hit, then maybe you can avoid the pain and sorrow. Not even my own. When I'm lacking understanding, crash landing in the unknown, it's nice to know that there are some things that I haven't overblown. The sky hasn't fallen, but the children aren't looking well. The commies in my country wanna drag us all into hell. They're pouring out into our schools the deadly wine of Jezebel. They think they won with all their tricks, but I ain't hear no bell.
Yeah, you know they're evil when they have mercy for the criminal.
Are you at all concerned that the new January 6th committee will find you liable for that day?
Shut up.
Check this out right here.
I just don't even know why the current uprising is called a potential negative OP. People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Murderers out here glazing illegals.
Show me where it says that protesters are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
About your dad's
steal money to stick them in your city.
They go low.
How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck?
But really they just steal the money for themselves. Yeah, we know saying they want to help the local downtrodden citizens.
I thought you should have punched him in the face. So even if you lost, he insulted your wife. You on the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? He said, I think you should have punched him in the face. And then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
I'd like to punch him. I should have learned high school. I take the guy who came received the hell out of him.
People in the face.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
You're still going to have to go and put a bullet in Donald Trump. And that's a fact.
Look, his character is stabbed to death. I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them that they know agenda.
Are Democrats demanding health care for illegal aliens?
Democrats are demanding health care for everybody.
But didn't understand the Arabic. Yeah, so they're screaming Kaibar, Kaibar, Ya Yahud, which is Arabic for behead the Jew. So they're literally, remember, this is in England. This is not Palestine, all right? This is England. So you have to remember, if you're visibly Jewish, they'll arrest you. But if you march down the street waving foreign flags, yelling, behead the Jews, they will arrest Jews for looking too Jewish next to you. Are we on the same page?
Under the face of the case of protests outside abortion clinics to bring much longer sentences.
The Klan Act, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that are unaware of the level of comedy that we are about to witness, the Klan Act is the KKK Act, an act that was originally made to prevent KKK members from going after protected groups like gay people or black people. Ladies and gentlemen, we are charging a gay black man with the KKK Act on Martin Luther King Jr. Day for harassing white people! God is good! God is great! Is this not literally history's greatest, most divine, perfect punishment? Full circle, ladies and gentlemen. You piss off a church, you get the most divine retribution in the history of time. Literal South Park episode.
So there are a number of tools.
It's not about blacks. Okay, you guys are so blacks are oppressed. I am black, I'm not oppressed. I am free. Good for you. That's an individual person. What about a systemic issue? I do what I want. You have the skills. This is a country where you have the skills. You want to do what you want. You do it. Okay. Stop forcing on people to accept that they're oppressed. They are not. I am not oppressed. I am black. Stop making people accept that they're oppressed. You're forcing a rhetoric into your minds, which is not true. Violence is wrong, period. It's not about blacks. The blacks kill blacks in black neighborhoods every single day. I've never seen a Black Lives Matter in those neighborhoods. Why don't you start? I'm not carrying anything saying Black Lives Matter. I know I matter.
Oh, yeah. Lesbian. It's not okay to be a homosexual. Okay, but I've got good news. Jesus can make you a ho-mo-no-mo.